Life goes on day after day.
Oh no, I've only just got off that other one, but it's certainly whipped up there. So my chain came off on the Vulcan for the last time. Right, I should have a wind behind me up here. Who the hell was that bloody idiot? Yes, a bit like that then. The bike wax is a stand, so I'll get one of them ordered. It'll be one of them that clamps around here. Right, so I've been putting a few things on the cube. I've got a drink carrier there, back on there. I'll put a stand on it. It's not the right stand, this, only about £8. A new proper stand to fit this bike goes in there, £39. Well, it looks as though I have to bite the bullet and buy one. I'll put the mud guards on it, I'll put lights on, put a little speeder one. Right, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. Can't find anything wrong with it at all. Yeah, everything's fine. All the way the battery, I mean, you press that button there, take this cover off, you can take the battery out to charge it up. Yeah, so there we are. Let's just, out of interest, see if I can get total miles on now. That's range, so we've got a range of 16 miles. Now, see, that's trip. Right, well, 52. Right, so I've done 47 miles since I charged the battery up. And I've still got a range of, what were it, 18, and 2 blocks left. What's this down here? Well, I'm having to tie the battery on with a strap because it won't clip in properly. Now, I'll show you what I mean about this battery. So I can take the strap off, turn that off first, and we won't get any flying sparks. So pick out of there, see? So we've got these 3 coming down here, look. So where they go through there, that's on that side, but where they go down there, it's on the other side. And they cross over. We're not allowing the battery to go down on that side and clip in. And I've come down with the cube. Well, you can see that, and there it is on its rack at the back of the motorhome. Right, we've got a bit of a fiddle with it inside here. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit easier to do now. We swapped the cable and the wire over. One of them's goes to this back brake and the other's for the speedo, and they swapped them over. It's still a bit hard to clip in, but it's better than it were. Well, we've got a bit of a disaster here. Here's the wheel. We've got a buckled wheel. That's my fault. On the motorhome I reversed into a fence. So I'm going to sort that out now. So 500 miles I've done it now. You notice I've got a different wheel on the back. Replace the buckled one. So it's cost ride, I think. I'm not sure. They seem to like missing half of the letters off these days like that. It says cube. It's a good wheel. Spokes don't match the front, but I ain't bothered. Now then, let's have a look at this steering here. There's definitely plate there. Now, it's round here. think the answer to the problem is, what you do is you slacken this off here, like that, and you pick the right Allen key. Right, there then. If you over tighten it, that seems alright now. Well, I don't know. Let's just tighten these up and make sure that the handlebar's still, make sure they still, the steering still turns. I'll have to excuse the shaky camera. Right, so, well, that's okay. Well, there we are. How about that? So, that's soon sorted. Right, now take a last look at the cube. No, it's not going, it's just take a last look at it with these tyres on, because we have two new tyres. Now the front tyre is pretty good, there's quite a lot of tread on that, but we've got two. They were £39 for the pair, and they've got extra puncture protection in them, like a belt it says, and there's a way they go on. Now they might not look that grippy, but Continental claim that they're good for all surfaces. Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it? Right, now a cause for concern is the chain. Now I have a chain testing tool here. I must say it's going a bit gloomy out here. Don't like going in a lot. See, there's two different positions for this. I'm not sure what, but that gap is definitely not as good as it was when it were brand new. So it's stretched a little bit, but it's not too bad yet. But they do say if you let the chain stretch and stretch and stretch, it will put extra wear on the cassette. And then when you put a new chain on, it starts skipping over the gears, just like that bike did. So I'm going to put a new chain on, and also I've got the wheels off. I'm going to check the brake pads as well, which are on the other side, and if they're still not showing that much sign of wear, I'll leave them on. Right, now I've made a start on this chain. Now I've got the old one, you can clearly see the old chain on the right, which is really mucky, and the new chain. What I'm going to do is lay them out on a flat surface and get them exactly the right length on the side of each other, and just watch this, what happens. So you get up to, right up to the end of the chain. Practically, I don't know if you can see that, but we're half a length, half a chain link difference. So I didn't think this chain was all that stretched out, but it must be. So I'm going to cut this one now to the same length as what this should have been when it was new, and put it back on the bike. Okay, so these are the original. That's the back one. It's coming through pretty bad there, and that plenty of tread on that, so I'm going to keep that, because it might end up going on again at a future date with another similar tyre to that. So we've got new tyres, new disc pads front and back, and a new chain. Now, what could be causing this noise, I wonder? Now, I'll notice there's one thing for sure. Tip the bike over. It doesn't do it when you're turning the pedals around. But listen there. Now, should that bit of play be there? I've checked it on the Scott, and there's a bit of play on that, but it doesn't make that noise. Right, it's a rainy day. I'm in the shed. I've put the bolt on, so we're nice and cosy in here now. I've tipped the bike over. I've arranged it so that the back wheel is just off the ground. And what we need to do is just to try and change it down. Change these gears up here. Right, so we're in the highest gear now. Okay, so this ticking noise only occurs when you're pedalling. Now, I don't know about you, can you hear something there? Now that sounds to me like a random ticking, and it's coming from that bottom jockey wheel. Hear it? Now, I said there's a funny noise coming from these jockey wheels, remember? Now watch this, you can see it. Oh, look at that, and look at that. Yeah. So, could that be our mystery clicking noise? Right, so this is a day 2 after now, and as you can see, we have 2 brand new, you can see that, Shimano jockey wheels. Now these should be identical. I'm not expecting it to be 100% this. Well, I don't know how to break the news to you, but I think that noise is back. I can hear it again. Now then, you can hear that, can't you? Well, there's only one thing left now. Both pedals have got a little bit of play with them. So all I can do is try and get them off and swap them for the Scott just to see. Right, so continuing with the strange noise. I've added another 42 miles on since I put these little jockey wheels on. The chain needs sorting out yet though. But we have play in this pedal, which I don't think the pedals are really the problem. And we have, see, I've oiled that one. This one I haven't oiled. They definitely got play in them. So, what about that bad boy? This is a proper spanner for undoing pedals. And these are brand new, but they're a bit tight. Let's see how they go on. Replaced at 3,500 miles. Smile. Right, well, I've just been out and I've added what, 9 miles. They're still a bit tight, but not as you'd notice when you're pedalling. Right, there's a car coming. I'll wait till it gets a bit past me, then I'll try putting it in the more gears and just see what happens. Right, so I'm in 5th gear now, 4th gear. Right, now I can hear a ticking noise. Now let's try 2nd. See? My legs are just spinning round. Oof. Now these Bosch electric systems, they all rely on the motor, the speedo, everything relies really on this little magnet whizzing round on the back wheel, which makes contact down there with that. Now the Scots is like new, isn't it? Look how shiny that is. But look at the cubes. It's actually gone in that. Every time I clean it, there's a pile of rust inside there, and it's slowly going rustier and rustier. So I don't know. I'll have to see about getting a new one, won't I? Helen sent for this, and it's Bosch. It's called a magnet drive unit spoke. It says Germany, but look at this, made in China. What isn't made in China these days, including coronavirus? Right, I've done it. It swapped over pretty easy. I put it back in the same place. I've just had the wheels whizzing round and it's registering speed, so that's it. So that's the old one. Still magnetising, look. But as you can see, really rusty. Well, that, including postage and packaging, was £11 odd. And it came the day after. So these two, are they slightly different? That was I put on the bottom, that on the top. They both say the same, but they're not identical. I thought they was. So, as I said before, I'm going to swap them over now. Next time we go out on the bike, we'll see what happens. Right. So, the drill is all cleaned up and oiled. The chain's all cleaned up and oiled. We're in 5th gear. I'm going to give it a go now. We didn't even change up to the next gear then. Oh, we're a gear down here. No. Oh no. Oh my god, it's even worse than it was before now. Oh. Well, I'm at a loss here. I've adjusted it and fiddled with it and adjusted it. I just can't get it right. Right. So, let's have a see how many miles I've done. 19.3 miles added. But, what have we learned here? Well, by cleaning the chain and the cassette and the derailleur up and giving them a bit of oil, not made any difference. They still won't change gear properly. I'll just have to put up with it, won't I? See you on the next one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So while I was cycling, I unscrewed that outwards, which put a little bit more tension on the cable, and now it seems alright. Well, I don't know. The cube is back there. Oh, it's going across now, look. That up there, eh? Okay. Thanks very much. See you. See you, thanks. This is a tester going up here. It's quite low gear, I'm in turbo, but it's, I must say, it's going up quite well. Of course, this road doesn't go anywhere. More to hand, we're on the cube again. Let's turn that on. And the miles are 4977. Now I intend going on a ride and actually seeing the 5,000 miles up on this one. I've got an idea where I'm going to go, so I'll just turn the camera on every now and again. Yeah. Of course, we have got the problem of the worn chain and the cassette. The cassette's okay, that's not going to happen. But the chain, what happens to chains? Did it snap? Well, we'll have to see, won't we? There goes the brave man. I desperately need a chain. Right, 10:15. And let's see how long this takes. I did this actually a couple of years back when I put this new chain, tyres and brake pads on. I put it on at the end of the film. I edited it very shortly to 10 minutes. This won't last 10 minutes. I'll edit it even shorter, but the trick is to watch that turn over. I don't believe it, they're still here. They're still here. This is a couple of weeks after that last bit. What the hell are they doing? Look at all these leaves now. Right, Hollyworth Lake, and that's 25 minutes. Well, I must say the lake's looking a bit down. Pulls me up a bit, this. It's 40 minutes that now. Right, so I've been going 1 hour and what's this here? I've done 14 miles. Bad, that means I'm averaging 14 miles per hour. I've been stopped at some traffic lights for quite a while, so they've held me up. But while I've been stopped, I've been having a quick swig of the drink. Well, still a bit to go yet. Probably no better how it's raining down there. It's supposed to be white cloud all day. Tell you what, these weather forecasters. Whoa! Hopefully this will just be a shower. There. Right, 11:20, that's an hour and 5 minutes we're going. We're at Middleton now. Yeah. Well, down in Middleton the camera made some funny beeping noises, turned off and the battery had gone. That wasn't very good, it didn't last very long that. And I've got home and look what we're on here. Well, it's just changed. It's just changed now. 5,000. Right, well the cube is in the house. I've just we just had a right struggle getting this cassette off. First of all, we tried the tools provided, no chance. So then I got my Tommy bar out, my socket set, no chance. So then I ended up having to use a big adjustable spanner and tape it onto the end of the Tommy bar and hold this with the Stilsons. So Ellen's up at this end pressing down on that, and I'm up at this end pressing down on that as hard as we possibly could, and it suddenly went. Oh, what a relief. But it wasn't that tight. Absolutely tight. If it had been on my own, I wouldn't be able to do it. We were even contemplating taking it to that bike shop, Ticky Bikes. This was like the last resort. Right, back to the video. I'm also interested to know that when I renewed the chain at 2,000 miles, I reused the quick link. And that's it. I put a new one on the new chain over there, but so that quick link there, they've both done 5,000 miles. Yet on Ellen's bike, after 2,000 miles, we're a bit of playing it. Well, there's no accounting for it, is there? Right, 5,000 miles. So, one new cassette, one new chain. Let's go for a ride, eh? And we'll have a bit of a chat about this when I get to where I'm going. Okay? Well, here we are yet again, top of Buckstones Road. Just pedalled up there again. I don't know how many times I've done that. Seems to be getting harder every time. So, 5,000 miles, a quick review of it. What can we say? Well, let's start with the front forks, because I was a bit concerned that after a few thousand miles these marks, they might start getting a bit of play in them, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with them at all. The only thing is that I've got a bit of rusty here and there. I keep scraping that off and putting Vaseline on. Another peculiarity, so you can see that brake lever there, that's like a shiny black. Well, look how dull the other one's gone. It's like matte black, that, isn't it? Both fitted in the factory, both probably the same age, both Shimano. Really odd. The electrics, I mean, no trouble whatsoever. No trouble at all. I mean, with this bike you get little clues that it's a cube. Close. Well, now I'm looking at that, I thought that said cube, but it just says close. But does it say it around the other side? Oh, it's there, look. Yes, I thought I'd seen it. So what else is there? We've got the wheel lever release. Let's have a look here. I'll take the camera out of his shoulder. Yeah, that's a different sort. Now that's a different sort than the front one. You can see, different. But what can you say? I mean, it's been great. The pedals I replaced about 1,600 miles ago, I think, and they were a bit stiff when I put them on, and I said they'd probably free up in a few hundred miles. Well, they haven't. They're still tight to turn, but as long as you don't get any play with them, they're okay. They're £20 from Alfred. Yes. Well, that's it. So that's the end of this 5,000 miles review. You've seen places where I've been on it, and I've been over some really rough ground. I can recommend these tyres, they're really good. Let's just have a look at them. Oh, the front one is still like brand new, 3,000 miles, and the back one is showing signs of wearing, but no, it's I'm going to keep them on, see what it's like when it's done 4,000 miles. So yeah, what can you say? No punches. They've been on for 3,000 miles, these tyres. No punches. And the reason being, I'm pretty sure it's because they've got this extra puncture protection there in them. Must be a belt inside. I mean, I had my doubts at first, but yeah. So not only are they hard wearing, but they do actually prevent punches as well. Right. Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you all for watching my videos over the years. Religiously watching them. Yeah. And by that I mean, you probably get a ding saying that I've put another video on, and you probably all say, oh my god, he's put another video on. I can't believe it. Okay, right, I don't know when the next one will be, but I'll see you on it. Bye.